guys are so funny. You're trying to get me to do this stupid shit. And
she just whispered, "I'm a bad bitch," for anyone who didn't hear. Stop. 420.
I'm lit at Disney.
And the kids asleep in the bath.
There we go. A ball sack station.
That's what a business owner looks like. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Tattoo Homewreckers. This is a podcast where we talk about tattoos, life, and everything in between. My name is Calista, and this is my very best friend, Lou, with me, taking a look at both of her paws.
Oh, I just clapped them so hard.
Yeah, instead of the little clacker thing.
Which we do have one of those, but that involves me having to hold something.
It's like also a whole other thing to bring out.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's already like a lot to bring out my dead as fuck phone and
Your
drinks.
phone's dead.
I think I've got like 3%.
Nice.
Oh, dude, I got 19. I can go all day on that.
All day. You got plenty.
Yeah.
Plenty of
my
energy.
hair is amazing. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I just woke up from like a midday nap because I went to the gym this morning
Mm-hmm.
and did a bunch of random shit. And then I was like, I need a nap.
Period.
Yeah. And then
Is it-
Caboose thought that I fucking took my oil.
Mm-hmm.
He thought I was high because I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I just took a nap. And he's like, do you take some THC oil? I was like, nope. I'm
No.
just happy that I'm alive
That's
because
just-
I took a nap.
You post-nap is...
Yeah. Me post-nap is like a toddler. I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go.
Period. I love a midday nap. It's pretty good, huh?
Yeah. And now I'm drinking an energy drink
Nice.
because I'm a grown-up.
I am drinking a Feijoa pear and elderflower kiwi fizzer sparkling soda, which is really just sparkling water.
And I just keep calling it a fajita.
a fajita drink.
Yeah, it's a fajita drink.
Yeah, and it's lovely. I didn't know what to think of fajitas when we first tried them. You ever get in your head about how to pronounce something, so now it's just fajita. Yeah, I didn't know what to think about it, and now it's really growing on me, and this beverage is so good. It does taste like medicine, like fizzy medicine, but it's delicious. I don't even know.
Which I think is funny because you judge me for liking stuff that tastes like medicine. You hate like anything minty.
I do,
Chair
yeah.
feels crooked.
Crooked.
Okay, so let's start off with what does your gender feel like?
Oh, my gender.
Oh. I like that noise.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh, is that what it was? My gender feels like a cardboard straw that's just been introduced to its beverage. So she's
Oh.
cute, but she's about to get all soggy.
Nice.
What does your gender feel like?
Like a paper plane.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuck in a tree. But like
I was gonna say
thinking
paper
that
plane,
it's
like
still kind of
mid-flight.
flying. It's like, hey, motherfucker, I'm up high, but really he's just in a tree.
Yeah, you can still feel the air on your
Mhm.
wings. But
Yeah.
you're just in a tree.
Yeah, I'm just there,
Work.
feeling supported, but also enjoying the view and the air on my wings.
When's the last time you made a paper plane?
Probably like last year.
Randomly, mine was like a week ago. And I just wanted to see if I still remembered how to do it. And
Oh,
it's one of those
nice.
things that never goes away. So yeah.
Mm.
But like you ever meet people, there's so many different ways to make a paper plane. Like some people's paper plane, mine is like pretty blocky. And then some
you're
people,
one of those.
Well, I didn't learn how to do the other way. So I do like the sleeker ones.
Yeah,
those are
I'm a
pretty.
triangular paper plane person. I
Yeah.
don't appreciate a blocky paper plane.
That's the only way
But I
I
also
learned.
don't like most blocky things anyway. I like
Yeah.
for stuff to be more sleek.
Yeah. The sleeker ones are really cool looking for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah.
That's what we should do for your birthday.
Mm.
Have a paper plane contest. Because we can do that
Mhm.
inside the house.
Yeah, you could.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah, if it gets a tiny bit dull, we'll
We're
have
gonna be like,
that.
everyone, yeah.
Well, I mean, it can be a drinking game. Paper plane contest?
That's
Absolutely.
pretty good. So people like verse
Mhm.
against each other,
Yeah.
right? We put everyone's names in like a hat bucket.
Mhm.
After you draw on your paper planes, whoever
Yep.
flies the furthest doesn't have to take a drink.
Yep.
Whoever gets the shortest route has to
Mhm.
drink. Pretty good.
I know. We said we don't need games. I like to have backup games just in case.
Just in case.
Because
yeah.
I don't like that awkwardness when people are first getting there and you're like, ooh, it's awkward.
Mhm.
But if they get there and you're like, bitch, make a paper airplane. We're airplane racing here.
Mhm.
And then it like gives them that like go ahead.
Yeah.
Because we
totally.
can't make you play like Circle of Death or King's Cup again after last time.
No, I'm okay.
Can't do that to you on your own birthday.
No, I would rather not.
You don't want to fucking
Yeah.
be carried home.
I'm already like prepping for my birthday and the point where like I want to be like a happy drunk, but like I when I need to cut myself off, I need people to take that seriously when I'm like, no more drinks. I'm okay.
I don't think anyone doesn't take that seriously.
Yeah, true.
That's a very American thing for
Yeah.
people to be like, no, you need to have more to drink. Like, it's a very American
Totally.
culture to be like, no, that's it. But like everywhere else that we like drink and like here, I'm like, oh, I'm okay. And they're like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
no one
move
questions
past
it.
Totally. Yeah.
Perfect.
So-
I do want to do, I don't know where it originated from, but I heard our friends say it where it's like your straightest of the week.
Oh,
Yeah.
like my straightest moment of the week.
Yeah, what's your straightest moment of the week?
It's God, straightest moment of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of something that I did that was like specifically real. Oh, I made a sandwich for somebody else recently.
That's what you had for dinner.
It's pretty straight.
Sandwich.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah.
That's straight culture
Mhm.
where it's like not even it's not even a toasty. It's not the bread wasn't toasted or anything. It was just a cold sandwich, which
Yeah.
is easy, fast, and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It got
Well,
us
I
fed.
think like eating a sandwich for dinner is like the straightest meal you could have.
You think so?
Yeah, besides just like chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends. I feel like the dino nuggets don't really give me straight culture for some reason.
Well, no, they're
nuggets, I feel
dinosaurs.
like-
Dinosaurs are gay. So
Period.
dino nuggets don't, but like just straight sad chicken nuggets.
Yeah, a chicken tender to me feels a little straight.
Mm.
A chicken nugget, I still can be like, okay, I feel like you could go either way.
A chicken
But-
tender is just an oversized chicken nugget.
Yeah, but people who order chicken tenders, I feel like tend to be straight.
Bitch, I love a chicken tender.
Oh,
when
really?
I ate, because it's just a fucking enlarged chicken nugget.
Yeah,
It's like the adult sized chicken nugget.
yeah,
Otherwise, like, I'm going to have to eat 12 chicken nuggets to feel okay.
fair enough.
But I can have 6 chicken tenders, and that doesn't make me look crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the chicken tenders that they had at Cracker Barrel, those fucked.
Oh, did they?
The marinade that they had on those,
Mhm.
oh, so good. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Straightest moment of the week?
I emptied my inbox. And as I
Mm.
emptied, like, for the business, and as I emptied the inbox, I was like, this feels so straight.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
every queer person I know, with the exception of myself, I'm sure there's like a handful
Mm-hmm.
of us out there, has the most amount of fucking shit in their inbox.
Mm-hmm.
And like our business inbox stays on fucking like empty,
Mhm.
but then I do like throughout the week, it's hard for me to like empty it. And then I have like Mondays where I'm like, okay, put your straight boy pants on.
Yeah.
Get through your emails.
There's something specifically about that. I feel like too. I had to call like my optometrist today, so that feels so straight. Like dealing with like shit like that, calling an optometrist. I also renewed my registration, and
Oh my God.
I made another dentist appointment. That all feels very straight.
Yeah.
I'm just
Very
like, God, I just don't want to fucking do
and
that.
not fun.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's the
Lame.
opposite of party girl.
yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And it's necessary, but I hate it.
And the reason it felt straight to me is because I did it on my laptop,
Oh,
not even on my phone.
you know what kind of felt straight to me as well? Or maybe, I don't know, this could be more queer coded. I had to ask what the price difference was for a 3-month supply of contact lenses and 6-month supply of contact lenses.
What is the difference?
Well, I think it's 300 and, it was like 300 and I think $70 for, oh wait, no. It's $314 for a 6-month supply.
Mhm.
But if you were to get a 3-month supply, it was like 172 or something. So
Yeah.
that means like it would have been like 300 and some. It would have been way more.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm like math
A
is
tiny
hard.
bit more, yeah.
Yeah, a tiny bit more. And I was like, that's dumb. I'm not gonna give me the 6-month supply one. I would rather save that, even that little bit of money. I'm like, no, that's stupid. I'm not gonna pay you doubly
Mhm.
for that. That's stupid.
I also
In
just
3
don't want
months
the
and then
hassle of having to do it again in 3 months.
yeah, I'm like,
Like, that's it.
I'm
That's
gonna
too much
use
for me.
these.
Yeah.
I have to use them to see. But yeah, for me, I was like the fucking $20 or $30
Mhm.
difference. I was like, I'm not gonna pay you extra for that.
Yeah.
that felt very
That's-
straight to me.
yeah.
So that was
That
also
is
straight.
That is very straight.
Hard to think about straight things. What about the
Mhm.
gayest thing you did this week?
Multiple, I guess they weren't technically sleepovers, but people were here late every night this week, and we
Mhm.
just hung out with friends all weekend.
Mhm.
And like it genuinely felt so queer coded because I was just like living my best childhood life, just being like, okay, My friend has to go home to like get changed and have a meal, and then it's like,
I know, but come back.
what are you doing? Can you come back over and hang out? And we got to like watch movies and just snuggle.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So that was probably like the gayest.
This is
And that
very
we went to
queer-coded.
fucking I know it was technically lunch because we met at like 12, but it just felt like brunch.
It really did feel like brunch.
And we're there for like 4 fucking hours.
Yeah, just hanging out.
Yeah.
It was really cute. Like, I feel like it's really nice to have like a friend group again,
Oh yeah.
Like
It's
a-
weird for me.
a large friend group
Mhm.
where it feels like equally balanced too. You know what I mean? Where like everyone just like trusts each other and likes each other.
Mm-hmm.
And as an adult, having a large friend group like that feels really not like. I should say foreign. Yeah, it feels very foreign because I don't
Mhm.
think I've had like a friend group since I was like in high school. you
Yeah.
know? So like it's like crazy seeing like, oh shit, this is like the group. You know?
Yeah, where everyone likes each other and you
Mhm.
just feel like good and safe and like you're like hearing about other people's like perspective of the night and like your stories
Yes.
and then getting like additional lore and then everyone's
Yes.
just like laughing and you can have the little like offshoot conversations, but they for the most part come back.
Yep.
And I'm not used to that either.
Yeah. Right.
Like I had that a tiny bit in South Carolina, like towards the end,
Mhm.
but it was still like not like this like infused where everyone's like we're like the I don't know the latest edition,
Mhm.
but it also just feels like we've been here for fucking ever
Totally.
in the best possible way.
Yeah. I
Like
agree.
every place I'm in, like I was talking to someone at the gym this morning. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's only been like a week and a half that I've been going here.
Mhm.
I'm like, dude, it already is just like, yeah, this is just where I go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like everything just feels so comfy, cozy.
Yeah. Like natural. You
Mhm.
know. Totally.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you. What's the gayest thing you did this week?
Gayest thing I did this week. I don't think I did multiple cheese boards this week, but I was like
Mm.
super drunk and then I assembled a cheese board, had
Oh.
one piece of cheese and cracker and
You
then passed
you didn't
out.
have one piece. You took 2 bites out of your cheese and cracker.
I
It
sure
said,
did.
it's too salty. Went and grabbed your fucking blanket and pillow,
Mhm.
stumbled into the living room, and just fell asleep on the floor.
Yeah.
And then I had to give it to Caboose because I was like, she says it's too salty. Can you eat this?
hmm
Because you just put it on the back of the couch.
Yeah, I totally did
It's
not
fucking
realize it then.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
but you
to-
did drunkenly assemble a cheese board like
that's
a pro.
That's gay. That's
Yeah.
queer culture is
That is
like
queer culture.
being on the brink of passing out, but still assembling a charcuterie
Mhm.
board and then passing out.
Yeah, that was crazy. We were home by like 9:00 that night, and
Mhm.
all just like, woo!
We started the night really early,
Mhm.
which is why we were like that drunk at 9:00. It was nuts.
It was a great night.
It was fun. It was a lot
Yeah.
of fun. Yeah.
Okay, so we are at 6 months that we've been here
Mhm.
in New Zealand.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so you wanted to talk about
Yeah, I want to talk about what we liked about New Zealand instead of again what we
Gotta
missed about the
repeat.
States. Yeah, I know. But we're trying to do this episode proper this time.
I will
around.
say the stuff we miss has remained the same, and it's only stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, the more I think
Although-
about it.
The more that like I meet people, the more I keep having conversations about coffee creamer.
Mhm.
And poor Mary's like, is she talking about coffee creamer again? Oh my god. Like, Yep.
At least
that's
people
it.
know what to get you for your birthday, right? Because we can't justify spending that money. Like it's
They're
so
not, it's also not going to be the right. It's not Coffee Mate, so like
Yeah.
it's not a.
it's not going to
Don't
be
waste
the
your
correct-
money. I'm living without it perfectly fine.
Never mind then. Don't do
Mm-mm.
that for your birthday.
Nope. So we want to talk about what we love.
Yeah, what we love about New Zealand.
Mhm.
I had originally written down some stuff, but then we realized that like this is stuff we've already talked about, so I'll start like halfway through my list. I really enjoy that now that we've been here for 6 months, I'm adding comfort foods to the list. Like I finally have foods that I feel comfortable eating and are becoming my staple, if that makes sense. And it's hard to rebuild that list all the way over again.
Stop chewing your nails.
She's not talking to me, by the way. She's talking to Guinness.
I keep missing her and she's just ignoring me.
She's like, what?
Stop chewing your nails,
Look at the
please.
way she's sassily looking at you. Like, okay, Anne.
Okay, so comfort foods.
Yeah, I finally have come up with like a list of comfort foods. So like now I know that like I think it's hard for me to know the pronunciation of things. Period. But Edam cheese isn't really a thing in
Mhm.
the States. But here
Good
it's like
cheese.
it's good and it's also less in fat for the most part. So like that's the cheese that you're going to look for when it's like shredded or even the sliced cheese
Mhm.
has less fat than normal cheese, which is nice to, again, like as someone who tries to be conscious about macros and like, you know, everything like that, it's nice to build those food items again back on the list, because now we don't have Trader Joe's and we can't just go into the fat-free section and trust that the yogurt's fat-free or the cheese is fat-free or whatever the fuck. You have to like redo all those brands. So I'm liking that I know what cheese to get now. This is such an adult conversation, by the way. I just now realized. I'm really loving that I know what cheese to get now. And I'm loving that I know what protein sources I like again, what the deals are. That's really adulty. Feels very straight talking about that. But yeah, I like being able to scope out the grocery store, and it's getting quicker and quicker.
Nice.
Yeah. I also like that right now, for the most part, everything's pay later, not now, when it comes to like ordering like contact lenses, which is so crazy. They'll like, I like ordered contact lenses and I'm like prepared to like pay right then and there over the phone, because that's normally how it is. And no, you just pay whenever you pick it up, which is so wild to me. Like the trust that like everyone has built in within each other really speaks volumes about like the community in New Zealand. That people just tend to be like, I don't know, be more of their word. I like that. Yeah. And then another thing that's kind of personal to me, I don't know if this is like specifically New Zealand, but I think that like the beauty about moving somewhere new is there's things that you think that like you wouldn't be able to live without, that you start living without, and then it turns out you're perfectly fine. And that just kind of becomes a new normal. And I feel like that's just a beautiful way to like look at humanity in a whole. So for example, all you can eat sushi was like my fucking personality trait back in Reno, Nevada. And although I'm sad that we don't have that, I also am like kind of actually happy that we don't, because it doesn't really promote overeating as much, you know?
Yeah.
Like the all you can eat items aren't really like a huge thing here. That's not really a big thing in New Zealand, which is great. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
So it's like more, I don't know, portion control and less tempting to like continuously overeat.
I will say everyone talks about how big the portions are in the States, and I have found that most places we eat here, the portions are also quite large. So like usually we have like leftovers.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely something that like consistently you hear, where it's like, oh yeah, the portions in the States are huge. And then here I'm like, the portions are pretty much the same for most places I've eaten.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And the prices are about the same.
Yeah, prices are the same. It's nice that like, again, tipping culture isn't really a thing here though, you know?
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about that, because that's a quarter of my income that I don't get now.
Yeah.
So I'll tip people if I can fucking also get tips.
Yeah, totally. And then kind of spinning off on that, again, with the like living with stuff, it's also proving to yourself that you can do things. Again, this might just be personal to me, but we've got like a really large driveway. And I remember when we first moved here, I was like, I'm not backing down that thing. Like, I'll fucking do a 16-point turn. I don't fucking care. I'm not trying to reverse. And now I'm getting really good at reversing my car.
Yeah.
And I'm also getting really good at parallel parking, which is not something I ever thought I'd say.
I appreciate that when you parallel park, you just full commit. So if you're on the curb, you just put two wheels on the curb. She's like, whatever, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I don't just let one wheel get on the curb. I don't curb it just with one wheel.
No.
You gotta curb it with both.
Yeah, she's
so when I course correct, it's
up.
2 wheels up.
Yeah, it's great.
What about you? Anything that you specifically are enjoying right now about New Zealand? Or do you want to recap on your 6 months?
No, I think it's just, I like the community.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's just, people are nice.
You said that, too, at the gym, it's, like, less clicks, which is great.
Well, yeah, because, again, it's more community-based. So,
Yeah.
like, they do the same thing when Kibix plays volleyball and at his jiu-jitsu gym, where, like, after every game, or when they're done rolling, then everyone goes around and, like, low high fives everyone. I don't know, low fives. But everyone just says, like, good game, good job. And, like, they do that at the gym as well, which is really interesting when you're not used to that and you're carrying a bunch of shit, because then you've got to, like, throw a hand out and be like, yeah, you too. Or, like, I fucking tore a blister the other day and I was like, please only touch my fingertips.
You're, like, blocking it with your one
like,
finger.
Please. Like, I just gave him, like, a weird claw. I was like, don't touch my palm. But, yeah, everyone's just, like, genuinely nicer.
Yeah. I don't know. It's, again, that like trust that people have. It's still like, I know it sounds like really small to like order something and then pay when you get there, but like that's like not a thing at all in the States. Like, I'm always paying over the phone. I'm not really ever paying like when I go and pick it up, because people don't like to order the thing unless they know for a fact that you're good for it.
Yeah, and I still think that's like a West Coast thing.
Ah.
Because like in the South, when you work with small businesses, that's how that works. Like
Mhm.
it took us a long time for the business where we even like when we first opened the tattoo shop where we even did deposits.
Mhm.
And then our deposits were only fucking $25.
Yeah.
Like when we would do them, and then if you knew people, you didn't do them. So like
Mhm.
here, like the regulars at the tattoo shop, I'm like, I'm not doing a deposit on you.
Yeah, totally.
Whereas like in the States, people are like, you have to do a deposit. You have to like get people to pay money. And it's like, because I think it's a catch-22. If you don't trust people,
Mhm.
then they're going to be like, okay, well then fuck it.
Mhm.
Like you have to like offer that trust up first before people are going to come and be like, yeah, I trust you. So like, I'm going to show up to my appointment.
Mhm.
And then also just give people the benefit of the doubt. So if like something happens, you're like, hey, like you didn't.
Yeah.
But like they know you're not going to just order contact lenses and then be like, bye, bitch.
Yeah, totally.
So it's like there's no point, and it's way more hassle to get people shit over the phone too.
Yeah.
But it is like it's an incredibly, I would say it's probably the last 10 years in the States, maybe
Mhm.
15. But also on the West Coast, it's way more. Because in the South,
Mhm.
like when you do work with smaller businesses,
Mhm.
they're just, everyone knows everyone. So they're like, yeah, just come on by.
Yeah. And I would say, like, honestly, like being here too, I tend to support more small businesses, which is great.
Mhm.
That's something that I love about living here as well. I've like completely stopped using Amazon Prime. It's like not a thing anymore, which is
Mhm.
like, again, crazy to think about. I mean, obviously, fuck Jeff Bezos, but like back in the
Mhm.
States, it was like a constant, because that was the easiest thing to use. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And now like it's just not a thing that I use.
Yeah.
Period. And then on top of that, like it's just easier to support smaller businesses here because everything's like walking distance.
Mhm.
So like we've got the shops down at the end of our street that like are super easy to support because we just go down there whenever we are about to have a movie night and need to pick up something.
Mhm. Yeah, the corner shop.
Yeah.
It's like a little bodega. So
Yeah.
we can go grab snacks, and they have literally everything.
Anything
So
that you
I
could
like it
need.
because I'm like, wait, I need deodorant, and I can just walk down and be like, thanks.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. They've got deodorant, they've got toothpaste, they've got cat food. We don't own a cat, obviously, but
But we do
still
have
just-
got cat food for the neighborhood cats.
yeah. They've
and
got
for the hedgehogs.
I was gonna make I was like really obsessed with making apple pie.
Mhm.
And I didn't have like cloves and allspice or whatever. And I was like, do you think the bodega would? And you're like, I don't know, maybe. I was like, I'm going to go check. And they did.
Mhm.
Literally anything.
Literally
that you need.
everything.
Super easy peasy. I love that about New Zealand as well. I love all of our friends that
Yeah.
we've made. I feel like it has been way easier to cultivate adult friendships here than it has been.
100%.
Yeah, my entire time
Mhm.
in like Reno.
And like, yes, our friend group here is great because they've
Yes.
been really welcoming, but just the overall, like, again, there are no cliques at the gym.
Yep.
So everyone talks to everyone.
Mhm.
And even like our neighbors, we talk to them. And like with clients, like there's just more of like everything's at ease.
Mhm.
So it is just a case that like making friendships is easier when everyone's not assuming that everyone's trying to fuck them over.
Oh,
which again
yeah.
is that West Coast culture that we used to talk about a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Where I would, you're of the opinion that like every stranger is just a friend that you haven't met yet, and
That's
then
true.
I was of the opinion that every stranger is just someone who hasn't been mean to you yet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like really telling to see how different the United States is. I mean, it's so big that obviously, are you having fun?
I'm comfy now.
Are you wiggly? Or are you just having fun? You're just comfortable?
My hood went up and now I'm comfy.
Period. Yeah, it's just like the attitude is so different, and I think it's less scary to go to social events. I invited one of my clients out to a drag show
Mhm.
that we were sponsoring, and she went alone, and she was just like, it was great though because you know I was there alone, and someone was like, oh, did you come here alone? You can sit with us, and like she like got adopted, which is like so unheard of back
Yeah.
where I'm from. Like if
You just awkwardly sit by yourself.
yeah, 100%. And everyone awkwardly just doesn't talk to you. And if you
Mhm.
try to talk to them, you'll probably get shut down.
Yeah,
Like-
because they're just like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah, people are weird about that in
Yeah.
the States. Well, I would say specifically in, again, the West Coast, because I feel like in the South, like, I don't know, everyone was super welcoming
Mhm.
when you took me there. And they were just nicer. And
Yeah.
even the dudes who catcalled you were nice. Like,
Yeah.
it was like, I didn't feel like,
I will say,
Threatened?
catcalling in the South is definitely better. Catcalling here is still kind of annoying.
Mhm.
Because you're just like, that's not it. But in the South, you're just like, you're just saying really nice stuff about my outfit. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I don't really particularly feel in danger either. When I got catcalled in the South, it was just like, whereas, I don't know, in the West Coast, if you ignored that person, the likelihood of them telling you that you were a fucking bitch afterwards was so high.
Yeah.
Because they get violent really quick. It's so awful. But yeah, making friends here has been a lot easier. Now, mind you, we might have like the benefit of being the new kids on the block. So I think maybe that might be easier. But again, my client went alone to a show, which the bravery it takes to do that, but also really is telling to like, again, like the community.
Yeah.
And like how like she was like, okay, sure. I don't have anything to do. Fuck it. You know, like.
Absolutely.
So cute. Yeah. I'm also loving the fact that there's a really big drag scene in Hamilton.
I'm genuinely living my best life for this.
100%.
Like
I did not think our life was going to be this cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Like, it's so good.
Yeah. Because there was like hardly any shows in Reno happening except for like during Pride Month, there was like drag brunches and whatnot, but like a lot of them were already sold out because you had to have like known someone who knew someone. Yeah. And that was like the vibe for most of those events is like you had to have like that insider knowledge to be able to snag the tickets first.
Well, it also was like, I don't know, here I feel like because everything's so welcoming and then it's also like really well advertised, you end up with like a lot of different people. So even though we sponsor drag shows, so we do hit quite a few of them, like with the same cast and the same like production company. Shout out to Stick Coven. Yep. You have like regulars, but then I will constantly be seeing new people cycling in. And like when it came to the drag shows, like in Reno specifically, it was like the same people every time.
Yep.
So then it was hard to get in because you're like, okay, well, unless like someone can snag me a seat, I'm not going to get in there. And then the moment it's over, everyone scatters. Whereas here, like we haven't been out after like most of the shows because we're usually like carrying stuff and like going home. But I will then hear from the people that attended where they're like, oh yeah, we went to this like bar afterwards, or we went and hung out over there, or they'll like invite us to be like, oh, do you want to go to the hookah lounge? Like just because the show stopped, the actual like hangout and fun doesn't stop.
Yeah, totally.
So it's the same thing like we did with our friends where we all went to dinner and then everyone came to the house and we got to watch like a movie together. It took us like 4 hours to get to the movie because we were all too busy chatting and having fun.
It was so cute.
But it is just a more like chill environment where I think also because things are specifically for us because we are very fortunate to be like perfectly located that we can like walk places, then we're able to walk to places, but people do hang out more in a communal setting here.
Yeah, 100%.
Because even in the States, like we've been to, and granted, most of them are like birthday parties, but we've been to so many like parties, like birthday parties and like events for people that like I've been out more here than I ever was like as, you know, over the course of like a fucking couple years in the States.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, me too. It's that like actual, this is so silly to like say, but like that work-life balance that we've so desperately needed, I'm like finally seeing it where like even the small things like that whole, you know how Instagram has the stories where it's like, oh, 6 pictures from July. Like I actually have pictures of us like doing social things now. Whereas back in the States, whenever those trends would happen, it would like just be work stuff and like maybe selfies by myself in my room. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that's kind of a bummer, you know? Like, and now I've like, my life is just so full of like friends and like, I don't know. It is a completely different pace, which is exactly what we wanted, what we needed. And yeah, again, like it feels really good, like finally being able to build up like those comfort things. We've got like comfort restaurants now. We've got like comfort people now. And oddly enough, as someone who really does not like birds, I did want to talk about the birds. Something that I really love about New Zealand.
I love the birds. Besides the fucking doves.
Besides the morning, I'm sorry.
I hate doves, y'all.
We will never be fans of the morning doves because they're too
not
much.
Good.
They're also, the noises are so annoying.
Well, and every other bird makes such a dope noise.
I was going to say, yeah, I really wanted to
They're like
bring
the
that up.
fucking Caucasians of birds. Where you're like, your language is stupid.
Yeah.
Stop it. Like,
Can you
give
make
me
it
a
end?
better one.
Yeah, because the birds here, like, genuinely will just be like we'll be like hanging out on the couch and
Mhm.
we'll hear the most beautiful like bird sounds. And
Yeah.
that sounds like so corny when I say it out loud, but like I don't know, you guys, it's so gorgeous. Like I don't know what it is.
Are really lucky to have like giant like bay windows,
Mhm.
and the birds will just like swoop down around because we've got trees everywhere. We've got like wildlife around us. And so you get to like see them like playing with each other,
Mhm.
and like yeah, you get to like hear them in the trees. You get to hear them rustling in the trees.
Mhm.
I yet to get pooped on, but I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So when I do walk underneath them, please don't poop on me.
Yeah.
But it is great because like in Reno, we again fucking mourning doves
Mhm.
were all we had, and then there was a couple birds like over by the shop that I was like cultivating relationships with.
Mhm.
But like here, they're dope, man. And they're always in our backyard
Yep.
and like on the back deck. They also bring Guinness offerings, so she gets bread from them. She loves them.
They also just sound really cool.
Mhm.
Like again, I just really can't describe. Like there's a bird here that sounds like R2D2.
Yeah.
And it's like the most gorgeous
Tui?
song. I think it is. Yeah,
The Tui. Yeah.
the Tui makes that noise.
Mhm.
And it's like the most gorgeous sound ever.
Yeah. And there's a blackbird with his like fucking insanely orange beak. It is
Yes.
the best shade of orange you've ever seen against his like deep black, like
Yeah.
I almost said fur, but I know they're feathers, but whatever,
Well,
it
soft-
looks like fur.
Yeah, it looks like fur.
Yeah.
We were out at brunch. Literally, was that yesterday?
Yeah. that was
Holy
yesterday.
shit.
Yeah.
We've
dude.
done so much this week. So we were at brunch yesterday, and I loved it because I couldn't take my phone out because I didn't want the person who was sitting across from me thinking that I was taking a photo of them when really I was just
didn't
taking
give
a
a
photo of their
shit. I
bird.
took so many pictures of those birds.
It was like a finch or something, but
Yeah.
it's so gorgeous, and they're just like hanging out with us, like
Mhm.
at brunch. So
Yeah.
gorgeous, so sweet, so cute. And I've never seen, I've never lived in a place that has swallows. So
Mhm.
like actually being able to see swallows, like this is obviously they look the way they are drawn because that's the way they look. But there's something in my brain that was so like, no, whatever. And then
They
seeing them in
don't
real
look
life,
like
I'm like,
that.
wow, they're gorgeous in the way
Mhm.
that they move and fly. Like I don't know. And I
Yeah.
don't even like birds, so it's crazy.
Well, you just hadn't met the right birds.
Period.
I know I sound like a straight dude right now talking to a lesbian. You just haven't met the right dick. You just haven't met the right birds.
Period. I just needed to be in
Yeah.
Bird Island.
You did.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
God.
That's pretty dope.
What else do I like about New Zealand? I'm really again enjoying these like fizzy little drinks. They're good. New comfort drink just unlocked.
Yeah. I will say I really appreciate, because we do get the question of like, what was it like driving? And I do appreciate that. I don't know how it is obviously in like every place, but like
Mhm.
up in Auckland we're driving, or here, they have like arrows on the fucking roads, like pretty much everywhere.
Mhm.
So when you do have that moment of like, I think when I turn, I go to this side, there's arrows fucking everywhere to be like, hey, this is the side you're meant to be on. Get to this side of the median.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it's fucking dope because it like helps you when you're like, especially when I'm coming back from the gym and I have like fucking CrossFit brain.
Totally.
And I'm like, where am I at? What part of the world am I on?
Yeah.
Then like it's really helpful.
It is incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
I love.
I still get on the wrong side though. Quite frequently, I go to the wrong side of the car.
You know what I've been psyching myself out where I know what side to get in, but then I'll gaslight myself. I'll be like, no, that has to be wrong. Because like now I know.
I'm
And then I go to the wrong side and I'm
I'm
like, you
convinced.
knew what side to get on.
yeah.
And
I'm-
yet you convinced yourself that
Yeah.
you're wrong. Like
I would be like, this is the side for my gym bag, and then I look, I'm like, that's your driver's side. So now you're just
Whoops.
committed because people from the gym can see me. So I'm like, well, you guys are just gonna laugh because I'm gonna keep getting in on the wrong side.
I think it's cute. It's like quirky,
But
you know?
I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I'll ever actually learn it. I'm
Yeah.
just kind of committed because I was like, I'm doing so good, and then my brain said, nope. We're
One
reverting.
thing that I used to really not like about living in New Zealand, but now I've gotten used to and made peace with,
Mhm.
and like genuinely, it doesn't like I don't even think about it anymore, is paying at the till. Because that was like when we first moved here, it was so awkward for me, and now like it's just a regular thing. It's the things that you get used to. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The things that you think that like, oh my gosh, this is so weird, and how quickly you get used to it
Mhm.
is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't mind paying at the till. It is a little confusing sometimes when you're like, okay, wait, do we go? Because like some of them you don't go, and then some of you do go. So you're like, wait, which one is this one?
Mhm.
But everyone's also so nice. You can just be like, do we pay at the till here? And they're like, yeah. Or they're
yeah,
like,
no one's given us attitude
Yeah.
about any of it, so that's pretty. The customer
Well,
service
'cause-
is better.
Also, no, like none of your like to me, no one talks about us like we're stupid.
Yeah.
Like when you ask a question in the States, it can be very much like, ugh, why would you ask that? Like, what are you, dumb?
Mm-hmm.
And like, we do have like things that we do make fun of each other for. I'm going to make fun of them for calling everything that's a pie and not a hand pie. And then they call like regular pies, like if you're in the States and you're thinking of like pumpkin pie and apple pie,
Mhm.
not a McDonald's apple pie, but like an actual apple pie, pumpkin pie. They call those family pies here, which is, I think, personally insulting because I've finished a whole pumpkin pie and I don't need to be shamed for the fact that I ate a whole family's pie.
I'm also like, who says it's for my family?
Yeah, what if this is just for me?
What if, yeah, literally, what if it's just for
yeah,
me?
the dogs aren't eating this, so like, no, this one's for me.
Yeah.
So there's like cute, quirky stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, like, yeah, it's not like, oh, I can't ask a question because people are going to think I'm stupid.
Totally.
So
I agree.
I very much appreciate that.
And we've touched on this a little bit, obviously, with the birds, but the wildlife here is great.
Yeah.
Like seeing the actual like snails and like mantises. It's not mantis
No.
season anymore. Come mantis season, though, we're ready.
We're not ready. I'm not ready, dude. After that one jumped on me and I thought I was going to actually die.
Yeah.
I like almost was willing to brave Donald Trump
Oh
to
my
get
God.
away from the fucking. I'm
Get
genuinely
me away.
scared. I know I still have like plenty of time.
Uh-huh.
I have like 9 months before mantis season is back, but I'm scared.
That was
It was-
insane.
I couldn't, dude. I'm gonna need something to like come and handle these mantis because like I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do if there's like anti-mantis like plants or something so I can keep them out of the house.
Dude, I don't
There was
know.
a fucking spider on our bed the other morning, and I was trying to be so brave. Like, Caboose was like, "There's a spider on your blanket," and I was just like, "I'm gonna fucking ignore him right now,
Yeah.
and be so brave." And I was like, "Okay, we'll pick it up." And he's like, "I don't want it to bite me." I was like, "It's not gonna bite you." And then he's like, "I don't think you heard me. There's a spider on your blanket." And then I saw it and was just like, "Why would you tell me? Just
Can you
handle
just
it,
take
dude.
care of it. Yeah.
Just pick up the blanket and put it outside."
Yeah.
But yeah,
Exit the premises, please. Yeah. Mantis season.
Yep.
There is like one mantis, at minimum, one mantis breaking into our house every other day.
Way more than that.
You think so?
There's one man sits at the fucking front door every time I go to the front door.
Yeah.
There's the one I smushed in the door frame by accident
remember
because I
that.
forgot he was there.
Yeah.
And then they're just like everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that. Like
Mantis
I'm gonna be
season was
crying.
Crazy. That shit was
'Cause
so insane.
I did not know because I love them. I think they're so cute. But then when they're on you, game over. I'm the biggest fucking scary. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm like, I just send me back to the States.
Dude,
me
yeah,
and Donald
touching
Trump
it-
can beef up, but do not put me. I will take that man down, but do not put me in a room with a mantis. If you turn Donald Trump into a mantis, I've lost.
You've
the
lost.
whole world's destroyed.
Him as a mantis would be horrendous.
Yeah, with a fucking orange toupee over here flopping,
Gross.
his swollen ankles.
Oh.
A mantis with swollen little green ankles.
That was probably the bravest I've ever felt, was like touching that mantis.
And that
then
was
I,
the
like,
weakest I ever felt, was me screaming like I was actually dying.
I can still feel it on my palms. It was so gross.
I can still feel it on my hip. He was crawling up to, he was trying to like
He
get
was
to
looking
me.
at you.
He was gonna kill, he was looking
He
at
was
me.
looking like straight at you.
And I have peed so many times, the mantis like fucking doing the little
Yeah,
wobbly
doing the
thing,
dance.
looking at me, because I'm like, I can't,
What?
like, I'm gonna have to fucking figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure.
terrible.
Oh, it's 4:00.
Oh, okay. What does that fucking mean?
I always have a 4:00 alarm on my phone to remind myself, if you haven't edited something today, then you should edit something. So that's my little reminder.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There keeps
That's
me accountable.
nuts. I'm not doing that. I have an alarm at like 8:30 in the morning, and that just
8:30.
reminds me that it's 8:30 in the morning. That's it.
Period.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information, but I do know it's 8:30. I
Period.
keep looking out the window because I'm looking at birds. Otherwise, what is
Mm.
your number one thing about New Zealand?
That I love.
Yeah, dude.
My number one
You're
thing.
obviously.
Yeah, I know.
What was I going to say? Your number one what? Thing you hate? No, we're talking about how much we love it here.
My number one thing that I love about New Zealand, gosh, it has to be. Gosh, I don't want to be like that person and be like, well, it's the opportunity
You can't say
to
your
start
friends.
over.
Okay.
And I can't say my friends.
You can't
Yeah,
say
I
your
figured that
friends.
was like kind of a cop out. I would have to say, honestly, probably the fact that everything is still so new. I know that like
Mhm.
most of what I've talked about is like how nice it's been getting used to things, but like the novelty of like, I don't know, we're finding the like romanticizing things all around us pretty much all the time is
Mhm.
probably my number one thing that I love about New Zealand, and the fact that like, yeah, I don't know. That might be just a me thing. I don't know. I love New Zealand.
Well,
period.
that's the point. It was your number one thing, not generically everyone else's number one thing.
fair enough.
Like, yeah, yours.
What about you? Do you have a
Moss.
number one thing? Moss. You
Yeah.
were so quick with that.
Green, dude, green.
The fact that
Every-
it's green.
Like, I can see it on the bricks. I can see it on the fences. There's
Mhm.
just like algae and moss, and it's just green everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's damp. And so there's just like so much water everywhere, which means that like the birds come down and they're like drinking water off of like our deck. And it's just fucking green. So there's still flowers. Like we're in like the dead of winter right
Yeah.
now. I say that in quotations because like if you are in the States and you're used to like a fucking frigid winter, it's pretty akin to the South. So like our listeners that are in the South, where it's damp and it's like chilly, and like some mornings were fucking cold. It got down to like freezing a couple times here. And obviously there are not radiators, which is psychotic. Or central heating, which is fine because that's terrible anyway. But there's not like constant heating in the way that like rental homes here have to work because they only have to have one heat pump,
Yeah.
which is like a tiny air conditioning unit, not in your window at least, but it is like up in like the ceiling. They have to have those only in the living room, so in the main living area, but so the bedrooms get quite cold. So it does get quite chilly, but also like that just involves us like curling up under blankets. And I never enjoyed like the constant like hot air that we had in the States. Like every time that the heater would kick on because it was gas, it would blow such massive hot air that you're instantly like, now I'm overheating.
Yeah. That was
And
too
so
much.
it is easier to like regulate because you get used to it. You get used to like the chill.
Mhm.
And I'm looking forward to like the heat of summer because
I'm so excited.
like I like a warm house. And I like the breeze. And you do have, even though we are like about an hour away from the ocean, you still have that like constant breeze that
Mhm.
comes in.
Mhm.
But it is like a genuinely like mild tropical climate. And
Yeah.
I love that because right now when it's winter time, it feels akin to England
Mhm.
that like feels so good. So when I'm like walking to work in the morning, I am tapped into like little baby Lou walking to school in the morning
Mhm.
and seeing like similar like flowers that I'm like, this has come full circle.
Mhm.
Just kind of that thing of like you want to move back home. Like when you get older, we naturally like crave that. And then it's like, oh, well, I moved back home, but like to like my correct home.
Yeah.
And so it's like so fucking dope.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
like, to add on to the climate and whatnot, yeah, I fucking love the fog. I
Oh,
love
dude,
the fog
every
here.
time it's foggy.
It's so magical.
You have magic fog and you have horror fog.
It's
Y'all,
the
you
best.
get like both levels of fog
Yeah.
where you're like, oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
And there are fairies
Mhm.
and there are fawns.
Mhm.
And I'm living in like a magical fantasy land.
Mhm.
And then at other points, you're like, wait, are we in
Silent
Silent
Hill. Yeah, where it's
Yeah.
spooky. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, and I love both. Both
And I
is
like
great.
will not go to take the trash out back. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not going out there.
Oh,
It's so scary.
I know, we need to rewatch Mist.
Oh, we
'cause
do.
Fuck, I love that
Yeah.
fucking movie. Both The Mist and The Fog. I love
Mhm.
both movies.
We like us some precipitation movies.
We really do. Yeah, we're in the right place.
Yeah, it's dope.
God
I love
damn.
I also love that now people are just sending me random cones.
I know that's become your thing.
one of my
your
favorites.
trademark is
I
the
love
cones.
those cones, dude. Somebody just sent me a baby cone the other day,
Yeah.
and I was like, "That's just a little baby cone venturing out on her own, where she's so brave."
You were like, thank
I
you.
gave her a whole narrative. I was like, "This is great."
Mhm.
But yeah, it's just the climate is so nice.
Mhm.
Which is like funny because I used to talk about like in the South, like people were so kind because like the climate is so awful that it's like, and everything's trying to kill you, like every animal, and like you can't go in like a body of water
Mhm.
without it trying to kill you. And then here I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so nice. And obviously they get pretty bad mosquitoes like during summertime. So I think maybe that can add to the niceness. But overall, like the climate's really mild and people are just nice.
Yeah.
So it's like dope.
Yeah, I know. Best of like,
yeah.
I don't know, both worlds.
Mhm.
Not to be that bitch because like I'm sure someone out there might be rolling their eyes and being like, okay, we get it. You're living your perfect life in New Zealand, but it's genuinely magic here.
Oh, yeah.
God.
It's genuine. I'm very grateful. Like,
Me too.
obviously, we gave up a lot. I gave up coffee creamer. But I didn't know I was giving it up, but I did give it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty fucking epic.
Yeah, I've had some major sacrifices with allergies in my
Yep.
face.
Yeah,
it's getting
and
better.
you gave up all you can eat sushi.
I gave up all you can eat sushi. That's pretty difficult.
Yeah,
Pretty hard. But
it's definitely a solid trade.
yeah, I was gonna
Definitely.
say still I'm
Yeah.
so grateful and I wouldn't have changed it for
Mhm.
anything, honestly.
Mm-mm.
Our life is so beautiful.
Yeah.
With that being said, did you have anything else you'd like to tag on before our final questions?
No, just that
Fantastic.
it's awesome here.
It is awesome. It's
And
pretty
our
great.
friends are dope.
Name one thing that you're proud of today.
I went to the gym,
Mhm.
and you guys can't see it on camera, but I look like I have ligature marks around my neck because I did some heavy fucking cleans and front squats.
Nice.
So I looked in the mirror when I was washing my hands,
I know when
and
you
I was
showed
like,
them to me, I was like, what the
"What
fuck?
the fuck?" Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice to move a heavy barbell again.
Period. That's
Yeah.
awesome. One thing I'm proud of, I did a fuck ton of adulting today and a lot
Mm.
of self-care. So yeah. Can't pick one. It was just a lot. I'm
That
excited.
adulting. You're proud of adulting.
Dude.
Okay, and then what's your win for the week?
My win for the week probably would be
She write it down. Just look at her to-do list.
Yeah, I know. I've got so much. My win for the week would honestly be just knocking stuff out today and feeling like solid about it, being like, okay, if this isn't like speaking to you right now, then what can you do? And then slowly but surely the list has been like tackled. So that was my win for the week.
Nice.
What's your win for the week?
Prioritizing play.
Nice.
Because, like, again, we had, like, a whole weekend just with friends having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really nice to just, like, give in. So when they're like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, get over here now.
Oh,
We're going to
totally.
hang out and just, like, chatting and, like, really just, like, being present
Mm-hmm.
and just being, like, opening the house up and being like, okay, he wants to, like, come hang.
Yep.
And, like, just, again, prioritizing, like, the play of having fun with friends.
That's a good win.
Yeah, thanks. My win's better than your win. Your win sucks. You're adulting. Gay.
Slay, boring.
Boring. Okay, so on that note, like I always say, like, subscribe, share it. Help us, like, get the fucking name out for people who also just want to listen to two random talk. Every once in a while have, like, an actual person on here. And then I guess we'll see you guys back next week where we're going to talk about I don't fucking know what because we haven't figured it out. That's next week's problem.
Period.
So we love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. They're cheating. Some of the players are cheating right now.